Hello, my name's David, this is Ross, we're from Cascart Studios, and we put together a small series of videos how to care for our product and how to fix our product if it's broken, how to touch it up and that kind of thing. So today we're going to talk about gluing on broken pieces. So we've got a couple of pieces here. This little guy Quaid over here, his ears dropped off, and it's a very clean break, so we're going to show you how to fix that. And then this one is a bit more of a complex break. It's going to involve some voids and stuff. So in a subsequent video, we're going to show you how to fix those voids, fill those voids. In a later video, we're going to show you how to touch up the colors so we can get the colors very similar. So generally for gluing pieces, we use epoxy glue. This one here is a 5-minute epoxy. Great because it's ready in 5 minutes. There are other epoxies that take longer. We've had success stories from other people about other glues. People have used Gorilla Glue, which is a super glue, a construction adhesive, silicone. There are other glues that will work. Epoxy works great for us, so this is the one we use. It's very reasonably priced. It's available from hardware stores. So I'm just going to pass it over to Ross now. He's going to show you actually how to glue on the piece.
Okay. So it's actually, the epoxy glue is a 2-part 5-minute epoxy. When you go to the hardware store, just look for that 5-minute. We really like the 5-minute epoxy. It's just much quicker. Okay, so generally I like to make sure that the surfaces are clean. There's nothing in there that's going to hold the break apart when you go to glue it. So always do just a little dry run to make sure everything's going to fit together nicely. This particular piece, you can see if I let it go, it's going to fall off. So I'm going to have a piece of tape ready to tape it together to hold it while the glue goes off.
So this is just
that's just painter's tape.
You could use sticky tape
as well. Any tape is going to work, it's fine. So I just need a piece of cardboard. Because it's 2-part glue, you're going to have to mix it up. This guy over here that has multiple pieces that we're going to put back together, it's like a jigsaw sometimes, so it's nice to kind of have it all figured out and have the parts laid out ready to go back in so you know exactly where they're going to go. So I'm just going to have a quick look at this one here. This one's going to get together there, and then there's a little piece that's going to go back in there. So even the smallest pieces really help because they help hold everything together, and it's just something something else that you don't have to fill the void. So I'm going to take those off and lay them down exactly the way that they came off, so I know quickly how to put them back on. Okay, so it's time to glue. Just read the instructions. 2-part glue, it's just important that you get exactly the same amount out of each tube. You don't need very much. In fact, it's a good point when you're gluing our products to use as little glue as possible. You don't want the glue oozing out of the break because it puts a really smooth film on it, and it makes the break look much more obvious. So now the epoxy glues, when you mix them, they need to be mixed really, really well. If there's any parts on there that aren't mixed, that glue is going to stay tacky and it won't go hard. So when you mix this stuff, it'll all of a sudden go clear and uniform looking. So once you get it mixed up, like I said, it's a good idea. It's not a good. It's good to only use as much as you need. Don't put on like excess and squish it on there. So if you try and stay to the middle of the break, it's good. Okay, so we've got some on there, and the ear is going to go right back on. So while the glue is wet, it's a good idea to wipe up your excess. This is what I was talking about that you don't really want. So you're going to wipe that up. Okay, and we're just going to hold that on with a piece of tape while it dries. Now we'll move over to this guy. Same thing. Even with these big flat ones, you really don't need much glue at all. So and we've got it. Okay, right. So those are glued. In 10 or 15 minutes, that 5-minute epoxy will actually be hard. It says 5 minutes, but 10 or 15, and it's ready to go. So there we are.
Okay, so we're just going to leave those for a few minutes. That's the end of this video. We'll come back in another video and show you how to fill this piece. In a subsequent video we're going to show you how to touch up the colours.